Hi, if you're a public speaker or a teacher and your main purpose in life is to communicate what you know, what you've experienced and what you feel to your audience, you need to have good stories to draw on. And those stories are best if they come out of your personal experience. They are the most powerful because they are the stories which have affected you and changed your life and hopefully imbued in you some wisdom which you want to pass on to other people. Now, one of the best ways to make sure that you've got plenty of stories is to have had an adventurous life, especially in your younger days, because it's in later life generally that people become public speakers and storytellers. In their early life, they are more concerned with living, adventures, getting out there, doing it all, finding out. And this is what happens to most of us. If we are into communication, not just public speaking, but into writing, and we've actually written down the adventures we've had in our life, then we have more to draw on because we can pick up those books and read them through and bring back to our memories some of those adventures that we've had. I did this. I wrote my autobiography when I turned 61, and most of it, here it is, Tom's Karma Part 1 and Tom's Karma Part 2. Quite extensive, and yet the funny thing about it is, even though that book is in 2 parts, 90% of it covers the first 41 years of my life. The second part of my life, I'm now 85, really was consolidation. Learning, doing more writing, doing lots of public speaking, lots of teaching. But the adventures, the lessons learned, most of them came out of the first half of my life. So what I'm saying to you, if you want to be a good speaker, think back on your early life. Write down if you can. Write your autobiography, but certainly keep a journal of all the things that have happened to you, and anything that pops up into memory, write it down. Keep it somewhere. Keep files. Because as a public speaker, as a teacher, you need to have plenty of stuff to draw upon. Sometimes if your memory eludes you, some of those memories elude you, it's good to be able to look back and see what can I draw on for my next presentation. What actual experiences have I've had which meets the requirement of this particular speech. You'd be surprised at just how much knowledge that you have. But a lot of it just slips back. So record it all. And as I said before, if you're a writer, write your autobiography. I feel pretty gifted in many ways because I started writing at an early age. I started public speaking when I was 36. But I started writing stories probably another 5 or 6 years before that. And even when I was a kid, at least I attempted to write stories. So obviously that was a deep desire within me. From the time I could learn to read books, the next thing I wanted to do is to write books. And over my life I've written, I don't know, probably a few million words, about 15 books, hundreds and hundreds of essays, letters, etc. So writing has been one of my things, as is speaking. And after that, of course, teaching. I'm hoping that what I've said here will encourage you to record your thoughts. Write your autobiography if you can, but certainly keep good records so that you always have plenty of material to draw upon when you feel you're called upon to give a presentation.